Hi, I'm Nero, and welcome back to Driftwood. So last time we had some bit of bonding session with May and Garen. Yes, I think it's Garen. Also, we met Taryn again, and she was a bitch like always. So yeah, I'm still not really sure who I'm going to romance in this game. I mean, I have to choose one, of course, but I don't know which one. So let's see if this part makes my head clearer about things. Let's go. Back inside the dorms, what I think is a group of voices I know best. Oh, I know. Yep. Before I can turn the corner into the dining area of the dorms, I find Elric, who is on his way out with a soda in hand, bumping into me and nearly falling over. Whoa, close one. He stumbles back, catching his balance before grinning slightly, as if feeling special for his quick reaction. Lucky I didn't fall into you, otherwise I would have creamed all over you. What? He raises the can of... Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. I really thought something else. He raises the can of cream soda before nudging my side and laughing at this juvenile and perverted joke. Yeah. Good luck with that paper, brah. Brah. Who even used that? Who even uses that anymore? What? He heads off, leaving me to find Yuko, who is standing in the middle of the hall. Hey, you! She has an abnormally happy look on her face to see me. Dude! She wants the D! It's pretty obvious. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Pretty good! That was some fancy shooting. Okay, sorry. Still with the close-ups, goddamn. Okay, never. I think I'm gonna go with Hugo maybe. She's like a slut, but in a nice way. I don't know if you if you understand what I mean. You know when a person is like maybe happy-go-lucky and she seems kind of slutty, but it's actually good. I think Hugo is that way. I don't know. Okay, never mind. She bounces forward from her heels, and I can't help but notice her body strength against the fabric of her uniform as she leans closer. Hey, you pervert. Uncomfortably close, really. Are you coming to my family's party next Friday after the Harvest Festival? What? I'm invited? Yuko giggles a bit childishly and offers me a pamphlet, almost waving the paper around like a wand before letting me have it. Of course, everyone's invited. It's a big orgy. I see, I'm sure I'll be around. I glance down at the pamphlet, using it as something to distract me from how tight-fitting Yuko's uniform is today. It may be that I'm just noticing more now that I've gotten into the hang of schoolwork and I'm not distracted by every little thing or person that walks by. A short glance reveals that the party is taking place at a hotel that's Yuko's last name. I'm tempted to think it's just a coincidence, but a part of me doesn't believe that. She's rich as fuck! Okay, I know what I'm going for. Yeah. Rich girl all the way. A hotel? My father's. Now that I think about it, I think I've seen commercials for hotels with the name Burmont. Okay, I'm not really sure. I'm not good at French. It's been a while since I last since I went to school and did it. And I'm not going to school currently. I keep my thoughts to myself though and just smile at Hugo. I don't have a way to get there, but I'd love to join you. Oh, that's not a problem. I'll be sure to get you an escort. What kind of escort? An escort? How formal. I don't need a suit or anything, do I? Nope, you can come straight in your uniform if you'd like. Although it is later at night, so there's really no reason to do that. I give a small nod and stuff the brochure into my pocket. I'll be there then. Awesome. By the way, she prolongs the word way, which puts me on edge as if going to the party has been a trap the whole time and there's some sort of catch. My phone number's on the pamphlet, so feel free to say hi or ask any more questions, alright? Oh, you sly dog. I certainly sigh out of relief and offer you a nod of appreciation. Alright, thanks, appreciate it. Great, I'll see you tomorrow then. It's tomorrow? She slips by me, giving my arm another playful squeeze that makes me tighten every muscle in my body. Ciao. See you. I clear my throat a bit as she departs outside, leaving me with a nervous blush on my face. I really don't understand girls at all. With excitement dancing around in my head at the idea of going to a party at a 4 or 5-star hotel, getting my daily work done proves to be easy. I'm even able to bust out a good bit of my paper for Mr. Mallow without any halt in my enthusiasm, even if I do feel kinda bad about Helen. The idea of going to some sort of party keeps my mind occupied. I take the rest of the night easy, letting the satisfying feeling of hot water streaming against my frame beguiles me into a more somnolent mood, prepping me for a good night's sleep. But, as always, the shower's warm waters and eerie silence cause my mind to rack up with thoughts. It's been about a day since I received the Michaela's text. A part of me is compelled to reply, but another part of me just wants to toss the whole thing away and ignore it. Either that or I go to... oh, fuck. I was going so well. Either that or I go about telling her that I prefer not to talk to her anymore because of what happened. Now that I think of it, speaking with her on the phone wouldn't be half bad. I turn the water off, staring at the wall for a few seconds. The answer doesn't come, so I slip out of the shower and get dressed in my sleeping clothes. Once I'm finished with everything, I take my phone out, discover the text that Michaela sent me the other day is still on the screen, staring at me with big oak eyes. For a moment I'm infuriated, but I take a deep breath and reach over to gently rub at my left shoulder, passing over the area that was blown out from the bullets I took for the girl I cared about so long ago. Or at least it feels like a long time ago. 4 months passes grudgingly slowly when you can't do anything besides sit at home or go for walks. I'm forced to try and come up with a solution to the problem at hand. If I should text her back or just block her or something along those lines. Seconds turn into minutes, and I'm still hopelessly glaring at the screen of the menu, as if staring at it intently will give me the answer I need. I reach to grab it again, forcing myself to come to a verdict, but the sudden sound of it vibrating against my desk really makes me fall back in my chair. I recompose myself and see that my phone has another text. Michaela again, but this time it looks like it looks more substantial than just our things. What could she possibly want now? Hey, I'm sorry for everything that happened. And well, in reality I just wanted to see if you were okay. I haven't spoken with you since the end of school. Please give me a call, or a text at least, just so I know you're still alive. The sight of the typed word leaves me with a little bit of a strange feeling. I'm half overcome with joy as she at least has the decency to come up with something more humane than our things. But I'm also a little melancholy about the fact that she seems worried about me, and I've been ignoring her. I can't read words like that. I'm too stupid, I'm sorry. Okay. You're probably hearing this. What the fuck is this noise? Is this a bike? It wasn't a bike, it looked like a truck. And it's coming back. Fuck. let's ignore it. It's almost like a punch to the gut and I lean back in my seat, letting the injury soak into my body. A few more minutes pass and I pick up the phone, texting her back with something simple that will at least delay the urgency of the conversation the two of us should have. I'm alive. Sorry I've been really busy. Can we talk on Sunday? I wait for a few seconds and get a relaxingly calm reply. Okay, talk to you then. The prospect of talking with Michaela about our relationship and letting it die, or perhaps continuing on as friends, is a bit reassuring. Compared to just trying to forget about her, as well as ignoring the fact that I nearly risked my life for someone who has dropped contact with me. I think I like this new outcome best, an emphasis on the I think. I feel like I've fallen into the grinding role of each day already, yet not even a week has passed since I arrived. At least the classes are engaging, which I think is the majority of the reason I haven't been slamming my head against the desk in enervation. It may just take some getting used to, but nearly 3-hour classes each day make it hard to stay focused and awake. Luckily each class is split into 2 secondary subjects, so it's not hours upon hours of the same material. Some classes are still repetitive enough to give me a headache or put me to sleep though. Fortunately, the last period of the day is a study, and gives me time to finish up outstanding work for any class in Mr. Mallet's room. It's even worse because apparently Anna left class early to go work independently on her project after Mr. Mallet ordered the news about working separately. She didn't seem upset at it all. If anything, she was relieved. And that's nice. She didn't cast me any dirty looks either, so I think she didn't take it personally. My own paper is a bit of a shamble. I'm trying my best to keep an ongoing theme with my topic, which I've decided was going to be about self-discrimination in cultures and racial groups. Using citation to show where I got all my information is a complete drag, to the point where I fall asleep on the mess of papers scattered around the table and sitting at. The sound of a book dropping onto the table wakes me up instantly, the thunderclap nearly making me jump. Mardad is looking down at me with a small grin of mercy. He could have done a lot worse. He's proven so with his response to Eric sleeping in class. Alright everyone, enjoy your weekends and start getting ready for Harvest Festival preparations. The class nods in a groggly manner. I don't blame them. Today is a bit warmer and the room has poor circulation, so it's like sitting in an oven, even with the air conditioning. Mr. Mallet's attention sways down towards me as I pack up my things and see that he's sporting an apologetic look. Sorry for that, but how was the first week? I finish organizing, thinking about a good honest answer to his question, before standing and looking toward him. It was long. Just like my day. Long? The classes are... Before I can finish my sentence, Mallard laughs with an over-exaggerated maniacal tone, as if he enjoys the torturously long classes. Yeah. His hand slapped down onto the desk, like he was getting ready to flip it over in a bit of frustrated joy for the weekend finally arriving. You get used to them. You wouldn't imagine how long the faculty meetings are. I'll take your word for it. I sidestepped towards the exit of the room, a bit put off by Mallet's laughter, till so close he resembled an insane evil doctor. Anyways, have a good weekend, Marcus. You should explore this island a bit and make yourself at home. The Harvest Festival is going to keep you busy all next week. Some classes will even be cut short for preparations. He offers me a reassuring smile, so I know Mr. Mallet hasn't completely lost it. I'm curious about the Harvest Festival, as well as how much Mr. Mallet knows about Yuko's family and the party they're having after the festival thing. Ask about Harvest Festival, or ask about Yuko's party? I mean, I've asked Yuko's for Harvest Festival, so... Let's ask about Yuko's party? The curiosity is too much to bear. I'm too excited to pass on the opportunity of talking to a teacher, especially Mr. Mallard, about the party that everyone is apparently invited to. What do you know about the party after the festival next weekend? Ah, the Beaumont family. Yeah. They lived on the island since Hugo was in middle school. They just started hosting parties recently for the past 2 years. At a hotel? Yes, Mr. Beaumont is actually the CEO of a hotel franchise based in France. Hugo's mother owns some small clothing design business in South Korea or something too. So they're pretty fucking rich. Yep. No wonder she seems so formal most of the time. Her parents are both entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs? Yes. I think that's the right pronunciation. Although, now that her behavior in class is explained, that doesn't explain how playful she was being yesterday. Maybe sometimes she has a little outbreaks of being a normal kid, not always forced to act like an adult because of her surname. That's, surprising. It is. You'd think with all that much wealth behind her, she'd be going to a much higher ranked school. She works harder than anyone else in the school too, that's for sure. Have really cracked her into an academic paragon. Mara gives me a cheesy self-confident smile, as if it's because of him the star student of the school is doing so exceptionally well. Yeah, seems like it. She helped me a lot the first few days. She's a good girl. Regardless, I'm off to get my afternoon coffee. Have a good day, Marcus. Alright, you too. Thanks. He pats my head a little forcibly, shuffling up my hair and with his palm as he passes. I feel like this is intentionally done, just as an attempt to piss me off, or maybe as a gesture of endearment. Before I can fix my hair, he pauses, spinning over towards me and offering me a smile. Say, I need you to meet someone. You do? Man gestures me to follow him as he opens his door and makes his way out towards the main hallway. I follow, not entirely sure I wanted to meet any more people, let alone help them. He leads me towards the lunch window and steps to the side, opening a door and treating me up a staircase. I follow, unaware of this staircase behind the food serving room. We make it up the staircase and Mala calls out as he reaches the last step. Hello? Anyone home? The crash of pots and pans echoes from inside, but upon hearing Mr. Mala the racket dies down. Another girl? Mr. Mala shuffles to the side, letting a girl in the regular school uniform come into view. Holy shit, a new girl! So there are 5 now. 5? Wait. May, Yuko, Taryn, Helen. Yes, and this girl. Yeah, there are 5, just like in Katawa Shoujo, yes. She has long flowing black hair and a hearty cinnamon-like tone to her skin that contrasts deeply with her bright golden brown eyes. The sunset in the distance only seems to add her to a natural beauty, which is somewhat unreal. So real, I mean. What's up? Ah, there you are now. What the fuck happened to Mr. Mala's clothes? What the fuck? When did you change? Developer? What the fuck did you do? He changed clothes. Ah, there you are, Noro. She blinks, offering a surprised smile at Mallard and a quite curious look in my direction as he spots me over Mallard's shoulder. Marcus, this is Noro. Noro, this is Marcus. He's a new student here. Hey. She offers me a nod and a welcoming smile before glancing back at Mallard with a bit of confusion. I return a nod before following a gaze to look at Mallard, curious as to why he wanted me to meet this person. Giving a tour? Marcus here is new to the school and all, so I just had to explain the Harvest Festival and such to him. No, you didn't. Seeing how it's coming up soon, I was wondering if maybe you could use his help. My face contorts a little at Mara trying to volunteer me to something I'm not even sure I'm capable of doing, let alone want to be doing. She looks between Mara and I again, her hand resting on the ribs as she thinks aloud. There's plenty of stuff you can do for the culinary club, but it depends on his interest. Nora glances back at me, noticing my rather hopeless look before laughing. Well, are you interested in any electives? I've heard the term before, but I know very well what it means, but it's best I double check. Well, which electives are offered at this school? I shoot hesitant glances between the two, unsure of whether I'd be interested or not to begin with. Well, there's plenty of stuff. Noro here works with the Culinary and Agricultural Club. Yuko's on the student board, and I even think Eric and Jay were trying to make a music club or something. Noro dips her head in agreement before looking me over, as if assessing my capabilities. As long as you demonstrate some sort of educational development from the process, it can be approved as an elective, which earns you merits. Merits? Like the cigarettes? What exactly do you do in the culinary thing? Noro smiles a bit eagerly at my interest in her subject. Well, in most cases we spend each afternoon helping the school's chef prepare lunch. On half days and every Friday we spend the latter half of the day learning new techniques and recipes and such. It's optional too, so if you have schoolwork or something to do, you're free to opt out for the day. So, it's optional? Are there any required parts? There are some classes that chef will ask you that you do come in, because it'll be important. But if you really can't, it's fine. Nero gives a light shrug and smiles. It's really not that bad, plus you learn how to cook for yourself, since most kids who live on campus don't know how to do that yet. Mara gives my arm a light nudge. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I guess I have to make a decision fast. Shit. So... do I go to the cooking club? Or do I say I'm not interested? If I go to the cooking club, it'll be more likely that I get with this girl. But I want Yuko. So... I'm not really interested, sorry. Seeing how I'm new and still getting used to everything, I think I'd prefer to take it slow. Maybe join an elective later in the year if I want or something. I think I'll pass. I'm not really interested in cooking or anything. Plus, I'm still getting used to the school in general. Oh no. Don't be sad. Fuck. Mala gives me a sudden look but nods his head. Well, I can't blame you for wanting to take things slow. I keep you up to date when I can with openings for clubs though. Huh, okay, I appreciate it. Noro smirks slightly and looks between the two of us. If you ever change your mind about the culinary class, just come find me. Will do. I turn my attention to Mallard and offer an apologetic smile. Sorry. Mallard chuckles, waving his hand carelessly. Fuck, there's the guy selling fish outside my house. I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay, he went away. Wait. It's all good, Marcus. Besides, I'm sure you'll find your own little crowd to fit in with. He gives me this little grin that makes you wonder if he's pulling my leg or if he's being sincere. Maybe I'll just hang out with you and the rest of the teachers. Good luck with that. Teachers hardly have enough time to do their job, let alone talk with anyone. Either way, I'm off to get my after-class coffee. I'll see you on Monday. Make sure you get that project down, the both of you. He reaches over, scuffing up my hair before turning and making his way out to the main hall. And the guy is coming back, so I'm gonna pause again. Okay, false alarm, it went away pretty fast. Fuck. I have to click the game again. This leaves Noro to giggle at my now messed up hair. I try my best to calm it down, but I don't think I really have any. Don't feel bad, he does it to everyone. She smiles reassuringly and reaches over, grasping atop my head and fixing it for me. I'm sure she has a better view of where he messed it up, so I can only be grateful, albeit a little bit embarrassed. Thanks, Mala seems a bit of a joker. Sometimes, other times he's unbearable. She settles her hands to her hips and then gives me a curious look over again. So you're from off island? Yeah, well, aren't most of the students here from somewhere else? Nora gives a slight shake to her head. Well, not entirely. I said about half of the students live here on the island. A lot of people don't even stay at the dorms. Ah, I take it you don't? Noro smiles at my assumption, shifting her weight from one leg to another before blinking rather worriedly. Oh crap, what time is it? Classes ended just a little bit ago. Why? She glances over to the clock in the room and her expression calms, shoulder loosening up. Phew. I thought it was much later. I've got to catch a bus back home and work on Mala's paper. Not to mention I got a lot of work to do back here tomorrow. I can't imagine what it's like to be such an important part to a club and have to deal with all the work and assignments for each class on top of that. How do you manage? I've already gotten like twice the work in just this week, and I did with my old school for a whole semester. Then I did with my old school for a whole semester. Shit. Noro laughs and steps closer to pat my arm. Welcome to hell. School's known solely for how many projects and homework we're required to do compared to schools off island and the public school here. Well, when you put it like that, it makes me wish I never came. You'll learn to love it. How long have you been enrolled here? Since freshman year, I've struggled through each year by the skin of my teeth. I see, why is that? Is the work that difficult? Nora shakes her head before offering a rueful smile. No, just family and financial issues. She laughs then and gives a careless shrug. At least I don't fully fill the stereotype. I'm sure of whether to be comfortable bringing up stereotypes of any sort. I just give a nervous laugh and shrug myself. I wouldn't really know, not into stereotypes or racist stuff. Noro tilts her head, giving me a curious look before a smile creases up on her lips. What do you mean you're not a racist? I blink, my body stiffening at the topic at hand. Am I really in the right position to discuss racism with a black person? Well, I mean, I think I'm not racist, at least. She laughs, a curious little grin settles on her face now. Well, if I accuse you, there's really no way you can defend yourself, is there? Racism is a natural human response in society. Fuck! God damn! You already passed through here. We don't want your fucking fish. Fucking bitch. I'm gonna pause. Okay. Where was I? Oh. Whether or not you notice it, we all make subconscious decisions that are racist. What the fuck? I can't pronounce that word now. Especially if you're trying not to be a racist. Everyone does, it's just not a white or black thing. Why are we talking about racism? Nora steps closer, the smug grin on her face making me feel even more uncomfortable. It's okay though, I'm getting sidetracked. I really need to get home and work on that project, so I'll talk to you later. Okay, have a good weekend. I'll try, you big old racist. Whoa, hey! Nora passes by me, giving me my shoulder a light pat as she does. Calm down, I was only fucking around, you don't have to get so defensive. Hey, mind your words. Language! She smirks then and makes her way down the stairs, heading back to the main hall of the school. We just stand in the room for a long moment, unsure of how to feel about the situation. That was awkward. I can't tell if she was joking with me, if she really did think I didn't want to join the club or help her, because of her skin color. Did she think that? Why would she think that? I've got too many more things to worry about than that. Best I just go and work on my pair or find Eric and Jay and distract myself by hanging out with them. Do I continue? Or do I end it here? Nah, let's continue. Outside in the garden area near the front of the school, I found an unusual number of people hanging out, talking and just congesting the walkway. Some of them are parents, but most of them are students, wavering about in blurs of purple, blue and white from their uniforms. It's a pain to maneuver around everyone without bumping into each other, obscuring the walkway. Into each person obscuring the walkway. Even more annoying is the fact that half of the people don't even acknowledge I'm trying to get by. I finally see an opening between the hordes of people and try to make my way through. My mouth hurts. The force of an elbow crashing into my left shoulder makes me sputter off and land with my back against the wall of the school. Blood surges throughout my body. My hand reaches instinctively up to cradle the muscle and flesh that is still repairing itself inside my shoulder to protect me from further harm. It's a subconscious reaction I've had ever since this spring. I can't control it. The sensation of remembering the moment I found my past kicks back. I force my eyes shut, trying to clear my mind as the vision of the day of my accident flashed through my mind. It's hard. On the outside, I feel like it didn't affect me that much, but somewhere deep inside me, it still frightens me and bothers me. I take deep breaths, trying to prevent myself from freaking out over being hit. I can sense a cluster of people surrounding me and the muffled sound of the condescending voice echoes in my ears. Eventually I come to my senses and open my eyes to spot a few familiar faces looking at me with crooked heads. Hey man, are you alright? Oh no, I think you hurt him, Gerber. I didn't mean to, I didn't see him, and for the love of God, just stop calling me that. I take in a deep breath and look between the two. I'm alright, sorry. You sure? You look really sick. Do you think you're gonna throw up? You should go see the nurse. Before I can answer, I see a flash of white burst between the two of them, accompanied by the sound of a familiar voice. Why does Matt wear sunglasses? He didn't wear them at first, and now he has them. Same thing with Mallard. He changed clothes from one scene to another. Clear the way, peasants. I will save this damsel in distress. Oh my god, the close-up. It's Matt. Great. Matt, I'm fine, really. Matt is close. Very close. Too close. The odd sensation of Matt's lip against mine make my ass water in disgust. This sensation is exacerbated by Matt blowing out air down my throat. Oh god. I immediately start to panic and push him away, gagging and coughing up the air he's trying to push into my lungs. He pulls away and sucker punches me twice in the chest like a boxer. His form of CPR is remarkably painful and untraditional. I fumble up to my feet against the wall with a mix of pain and embarrassment, my hands covering my mouth and my chest. Dude, the fuck! I'm fine. Matt steps back and smiles, seemingly proud of his accomplishment of getting me to stand up. See? I saved his life. Right. May steps forward, quickly grabbing by the arm and hoisting me up and away from the wall. I mean, couldn't Mai give me CPR? She could have given me CPR. Garen tries to help, leading me back into the colder climate of their school's entrance. We end up in a small room behind the front desk area. Based on the altered reality posters on the wall, I can only imagine the room is an infirmary or the nurse's office or something. Alright, we'll go get Elizabeth. Hope you feel better, Marcus. May and Garen venture off to tell Elizabeth who we started to believe is the substitute for everything due to the lack of faculty on the school. I just rest my head back against the wall and close my eyes, knowing perfectly well that I'm fine. Just a little rustle laugh from Matt's attempts at saving me. The door creaks open and I glance over to see if it's Elizabeth, or some other unlucky soul that is feeling ill on a Friday. It's the Taryn girl. She's so cute though. She gives me a curious look, almost as if she's concerned about me. What's wrong with you? Sick already? No, just feeling a little under the weather. You seem pretty damn mopey all the time. You have some kind of disease or something? I roll my eyes and ignore her. She doesn't seem to care, switching her attention from me to a drawer and helping herself to a plastic bottle filled with painkillers. I see that she takes about 2 or 3 more than the prescription amount, dumping them from her palm into her mouth before swallowing. She puts the bottle away and turns to leave, but is stopped by Elizabeth coming in. Oh, hello, Taryn. Taryn's whole disposition changes at the sight of Elizabeth. She gives her a genuine looking smile. Hey. What are you up to in here? Looking after Marcus? Nope, I have a headache, so I took a few pills. Elizabeth nods in understanding and gives staring inside the motherly pad before turning to me and raising her eyebrows skeptically. So, what seems to be the problem, Marcus? I was outside and someone bumped into me and I started feeling really lightheaded. Everyone kind of blew it out of proportion though. Have you had anything like this happen before? Darren is listening in on the conversation even though she has nothing more to do here now that she's taken care of her headache, which is a little troubling. Talk about the incident, avoid the subject. Let's bond. Even if Darren is listening, I do think it's a good idea to tell Elizabeth about my situation, since this is the second time I had this happen to me in the past few days. They might just be little panic attacks, but they're getting on my nerves and it is probably the best I tell her about them. Actually, yeah, it happened the other day too. Oh, do you have any existing conditions that your mother forgot in your application? I shift in my seat, trying to word my accent in the correct way so no one freaks out. I was shot earlier this year. What? Terry immediately jots forward, looking at me with interest. He's so cute, oh my god. Shot? Yeah. Yeah. Darren, please. Elizabeth has a stern look on her face. Darren obeys and backs up reluctantly, giving me some breathing room. Yeah, the actual reason I came to this school was because my mom is overprotective and felt this was mandatory I moved somewhere safer, I guess. I frown and look out the window from the nurse's room, peering out at the different students talking and walking about. I was one of the victims from the shootings earlier this year up in Boston. I point towards my left shoulder with a dull sigh, not liking to explain my predicament because it gives me too much unwanted attention. I see, I'm sorry to hear that, Marcus. However, it's not very good for you to withhold information from the school. I'll have to call your parents as well as your doctor. A frown settles on Elizabeth's lips. I'm not sure if it's because she pities me or for being a victim, or because she's upset that she was never informed. Sorry, I just didn't want it to be a big deal, is all. Is your lightheadedness related with your shoulder? Whenever I get hit in the shoulder, I feel pretty off and kind of out of breath. Elizabeth purses her lips for a moment and nods. Perhaps you're still not fully recovered from the event. She gives me a reassuring smile then. But if that's the only issue you have for the time being, just take it easy and enjoy the weekend. If you feel lightheaded again, call me right away, okay? That's about as unprofessional a response to the situation as you can get. But I can't blame Elizabeth for at least trying. Okay? Elizabeth gives me a stern look and looks to Taryn. No, Taryn, don't go telling everyone this. It's Marcus' decision whether or not people know. Taryn's grimly able to smile deflates. Alright, fine. Elizabeth leaves the room and Taryn rushes over to me, nearly smacking her forehead into mine. Tell me everything. I lean back, keeping a good distance between us so I don't have to deal with her green eyes staring into my soul. I'd rather not. If you don't, I'll tell everyone and everyone will think you're a hero or a badass or something. You'll be the center of attention for weeks. What? How annoying would it be to have a nickname or be known as that guy so early in the year, huh? My hands are tied at this point. My only hope is that Terry actually follows her part of the unfair deal. How do I know you won't, anyways? You just have to trust me. I grit my teeth in frustration. Terry is a little twerp. She grabs a seat and sits down in front of me, listening to every word I have to say, as if it needed to be memorized to save the universe. I start from the top, explaining my situation with Mikhail and how it was her first date, the bank robbers, my stay in the hospital, and my uneventful boring summer of waiting to be able to use my arm again. On the end of it, Terry just stares at me in awe. Wow. Sorry. Yeah. And then Michaela chick actually didn't mention it until you were out of the hospital? Yeah, we chatted to my parents recently for me to come here. Huh, what a cunt. Hearing someone call me Kayla, that stinks. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter. Taryn purses her lips, a sad look spreading across her face as she stands up from the chair. Okay, now I'm really not sure if I'm gonna go with Yuko or Taryn. These are my two options now, because I don't really like May, Alan, and Noro. I almost feel sorry for you. Almost. Almost? Almost. I grimace at Terrence's snide remark. She only seems entertained by my grimace and grins. Either way, you leave your secret safe with me. People would think I'm an ass if I told everyone anyways. They don't already? Hey! I'll have you know I get along fine with everyone. Right, sure. I sit up and rub my forehead, exhausted. Today's been too long for my liking, and I think it's about time I got some time to relax. Can I leave now, or do you have any more questions? Nah, I think I'm good. I'm freaking starving, so I'm off to get food. Taryn, happy that she knew my secret for coming to the school, bounces to leave with a slight peep to her step. I'll see you around. Alright, punk ass. Feel better. She glances over her shoulder as she says this and presents an actual genuine friendly smile, which is surprising to say the least. Perhaps she's not so bad after all. Okay. Now I'm really gonna leave the game. So yeah, I think enough has happened to call it a part. So in the next part, we'll see. I don't really know what to expect from the next part. This is, for just being Act 1, this is pretty long. I didn't expect it to be this long. So yeah. Yeah. This is all for this part. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.